Hello, this is Jeremy from Property Inspection Manager. We're going to give you a run through today of our end-to-end integration with Property Tree. Before you actually integrate with Property Tree and PIM, or between the two, what you need to do is send us your API code. So to do that, if you go to the home page of Property Tree, go to Configuration, and then you'll see in these integrations down here, you've got Inspections Applications. You go into Inspections Applications, there are a number of different apps that will integrate with Property Tree, and we're here, Property Inspection Manager. If you generate the API key and then copy it and then send it to support@propertyinspectionmanager.com, that would be absolutely fantastic and we can get you set up. With the integration between Property Tree and Property Inspection Manager, there are a few new neat features. So you'll see on this screen here, I've got a property, One Park Road, Netherlands. What I've got in here is, it's assigned as an apartment or ticked as an apartment. So if I go into details, you'll see that if I go into property details here, press edit, I can select a number of different embedded property profiles that are within Property Tree. This one's an apartment. 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom. I'm going to press save, and that means that when I set up my new inspection, it will come through as an apartment, as long as it's set up within PIM. We can tell you more about that later. The other thing is, I'm just going to go into my inspections. If I go into my inspections, I've got an inspection that's upcoming. It's tentative at the moment, so I need to confirm it. You'll see that it's down as a routine inspection. You can now include within your inspection information whether it's an entry, an exit, or a routine. The other thing is I can go into my my notes on this inspection in here. So I'm just going to go to the edit function. I've got general notes that I can send through to PIM. So I can put something in here like, please check railings on balcony for any wobble. I'm going to save that. I'm now going to update to a confirmed inspection. So bear in mind that the only inspections that will become available within Property Inspection Manager will be inspections that have been confirmed. The first time that you use Property Inspection Manager linked with PIM, you'll need to go to Settings on the bottom right hand corner, and you'll need to go into the PIM admin page, Advanced Setup and Integrations, and then just follow that down to where it says Property Tree Settings and switch it on. Now, this will find the API key that you will have sent to support@propertyinspectionmanager.com, and it will appear in there. If it doesn't, then make sure that you initiated from the first part of the video, created the API code, sent it through to us, and we can link you in. The other thing to remember is that you've got a couple of options here. You can choose to import inspections that are scheduled within the next 7 days or within the next 14 days. I've got mine selected as 7 days here. To get the most out of your smart property profiles linking between Property Tree and PIM, make sure that when you go into PIM, PIM admin, go to Smart Property Profiles and ensure that the wording of the property profiles that you're using in Property Tree match what's in here. And you can set up different property profiles to suit. So I've got an apartment and a townhouse in here. My apartment, I've got areas selected on the left-hand side by pressing the plus and the minus for the profile of an apartment. I've also got the property profile for a townhouse, including rooms associated with the townhouse, and I've also got them including, and this is important, the maintenance required, suggested improvements, hour summary, and tenant summary. Refer to our handy guide of the linking between Property Tree and Property Inspection Manager for more information. So now I'm going to go to Import, and I'm going to pull down on the left-hand side to refresh my screen, and it should show me any inspections that are due. There we go. I've got One Park Road in there, It's an apartment profile and it's a routine inspection. I'm going to click that. I'm going to bring it through, import selected, continue, and then that should now appear in my inspections on the bottom left. If I go into inspections, there you go, I've got my part road and it's got the address details that have come over from Property Tree. 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. It's got phone numbers and email addresses that have come over, owner details, rental amounts, and you'll see down on here in the property info are the notes that I put in Property Tree that have come over for your property manager or inspector to view. So now I'm going to tap to start my inspection, and just remember it's the usual thing with PIM. You can edit, and that means that you can move rooms around. So I'm going to move that ensuite next to bedroom 1. I'm going to move that bathroom down next to the balcony area down there. And you'll also see in here I've got maintenance required, suggested improvements, tenant summary, and hour summary. So I'm going to show you some special things about those in a second, but what I'm going to do now is press done. So my first time out to the property, I've just made sure we've got the right areas in the right order. If there's anything I need to add, I press the plus sign in the top right hand corner. I'm just going to add a study area because I realise there's a study in here. Done. Just going to go into the bottom, press edit, and I'm going to move study up next to the living room. Done. Okay, so to capture my comments and phrases, I press on the area. I've got my quick check labels as clean and damage, working and maintenance. So I'm just going to press this clean. I've just noticed there's some damage in there. Now I'm going to capture some notes. So I have the option of using my keyboard. I can also use these little circles with crosses in to bring up shorthand words and phrases. So you can build a library of commonly used terms that you just drop in. Saves you time. The other option is I can use Siri, which is down here. I've noticed there is a mark in the door that will need repairing. And once you've done that, you can go to the door and you can take a photo. The new camera we've got now has got 2 versions. It's got the photo on the right hand side, which I can take a single picture, add some notes. This needs repainting and fixing. Press use photo, and then the multi-shot allows me to take multiple pictures without having to press use photo. So that is ideal for taking a number of shots within a room or in the garden. So I would go through my inspection, taking my notes, taking my photos. Now, the new thing that you can do is when you go into maintenance required, you'll see that you've got notes and additional notes. If I go into notes, there is a mark on the door which will need fixing. We will get quotes for this. And you'll see additional notes. You will need to replace the door to the bathroom in the main bedroom. Those fields will now map directly into Property Tree. So I'm going to complete this inspection, then go back up into Property Tree and I'll show you where they go to. Okay, the other thing is tenant summary. I've got in my tenant summary, I've got my tenant notes. We've had a look around the property and there are a couple of things that you need to sort out. One of those is the bathroom and the other is on the balcony where there is a lot of rubbish being collected. And in additional notes, these are the actions. Please clean the shower screen in the ensuite bathroom to remove the calcium buildup. Just going to add something else. Please remove the rubbish from the balcony. So now you can go to the top right hand corner and press the action button. You can preview the inspection, which allows you to see the report immediately in the app, and you can make any changes back in the app. If I press submit, it's now going to push my report back up into Property Tree. So that's just pushing up now. I'll view it later, and you'll see that that report has now been uploaded into Property Tree. So I'm going to whiz over to Property Tree now and show you what it looks like within Property Tree. Now back into Property Tree, I'm going to go to 1 Park Road, Netherlands. I'm going to look at my inspections, just get rid of that. So if I go into my inspections, I've got my routine that was carried out today. It's been conducted. I can go and have a look at what's in here. You'll see that I've got my original notes that went across. I've got my notes that have been put in the tenant summary area, and I've got actions arising. Those went into additional notes in the tenant summary area. And in maintenance, in PIM, I've got the notes to go back to the owner, and the additional notes will mirror up with the follow-up items. I've then got my report that's been uploaded. So I'm going to have a quick look at this. Yep, okay. I've got the cover picture, so we can put a picture of the outside of the property. I've got the notes that were in there. I've got my table of rooms, and I've got my photos that come up behind. So that's great. I'm happy with that. I'm all happy with that, and now I can send the report to owner as well. So I'm going to send the report to owner. There you go, dear Phil. It's also mirroring the notes for the owner and suggested follow-up items, and I can link the report from that I just uploaded as well, and I can send that out to the landlord. It's a really nice, seamless way of working, and a great improvement from the previous API connection. So I'm going to press send. I've sent that to my landlord, I've sent the report, and now I can update to closed. Are you sure you want to close the inspection? Yes, I do. I'm happy with that. It's been completed.